Biden, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. That's why I have the thing on time. Give me a second. I would say for like the past 10 years, honestly, ever since Trump was president in 2016, it has been some of the most insane political environment I've seen in my lifetime. And mind you, that's like half my lifetime. But, hold on, Sonic, relax. Okay. But, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Yo. Well, yeah, listen, IDG, at some point, I won't just be gaming. I'll be doing reaction content to various, videos, news, stuff like that. And then that also go, let's say, on the Co+ channel. I'll let those take care of that. You know, stuff like that. So it'll be multifaceted, okay? But we're gaming soon, all right? Just give me a second, okay? Because this is very important stuff. This is very important stuff. So Joe Biden is out. Joe Biden has decided to step down in terms of his re-election for 2024 and August next term, I should say. And he dropped on Twitter a few hours ago. I talk about it a lot with people, friends, family, and so on. This is interesting stuff, okay? Because if you don't know, I'm an independent. Like I go either left or right depending on what I think is the best way to move forward. That's how I kind of do things. So, right here we go. My fellow Americans, this is Joseph R. Biden Jr., July 21st, 2024. My fellow Americans, over the past 3.5 years, we have made great progress as a nation. Today, America has the strongest economy in the world. We've made historic investments in rebuilding our nation, in lowering prescription drug costs for seniors, and in expanding affordable health care to a record number of Americans. We provided critically needed care to 1 million veterans exposed to toxic substances, passed the first gun safety law in 30 years. Really? Appointed the first African-American woman to Supreme Court, and passed the most significant climate legislation in the history of the world. America has never been better positioned to lead than we are today. I know none of this could have been done without you, the American people. Together, we overcame a once-in-a-century pandemic and the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. We protected and preserved our democracy, and we've revitalized and strengthened our alliances around the world. It has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as your president, and while it has been my intention to seek re-election, I believe it is the best. I believe it is in the best interest of my party and the country for me to stand down and to focus solely on fulfilling my duties as president of for the remainder of my term. I will speak to the nation later this week in a more detailed about my decision. For now, let me express my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked so hard to see me re-elected. I want to thank Vice President Kamala Harris for being an extraordinary partner in all this work. And let me express my heartfelt appreciation to the American people for the faith and trust you have placed in me. I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do. When we do it together, whoa, let me see again. I believe today that I will always have that there, what the hell am I saying? Dude, dyslexia is hitting me hard right now. Oh my God, bro. I believe today what I always have, that there is nothing America can't do when we do it together. We just have to remember we are the United States of America. Boom, there you go. Bro, listen, hey, listen, I am dyslexic, so I have victim cards I can use as a shield, all right? But hey, either way, that's very important stuff right there, for sure. This is like critical. And then Joe Biden recently then on his Twitter posted this a few hours later. So he didn't confirm it in his speech right there, but then he has this. My fellow Democrats have decided, sure, why not? My fellow Democrats, I have decided not to accept the nomination and to focus all my energies on my duties as president for the remainder of my term. My very first decision as the party nominee in 2020 was to pick Kamala Harris as my vice president. And it's been the best decision I've made. Today, I want to offer my full support and endorsement for Kamala to be the nominee of our party this year. Democrats, it's time to come together and beat Trump. Let's do this. Okay. Joe Biden is stepping down. Kamala Harris is in. Now, wow, that's a lot. That's a lot. Here's my immediate take on this, and we'll see how things go over the next, let's say, we only have what, 3 months until we start, 3 or 4 months until we actually start getting most people to start voting. On one side, I feel like because the immediate polls after the debate and so on and so forth, because these polls had Joe Biden, now he's vibing, Joe Biden in an unfavorable light because he's had all these gaffes, a lot of gaffes. And as all these gaffes that he's had, even Zelensky, there was something that he had with him, and then he mistaken him for Putin, now, whatever, fine. Because of his seniority, and it's very, very, very apparent that, Joe Biden, when it comes to his cognition, he's not the greatest, not what he used to be, let's say even 4 years ago, or let's say 8 years ago, right? Not the same dude. And so as a result of that, a lot of party members within the Democratic Party feel like Joe Biden, as far as I understand, they just don't have any faith in Joe Biden. And if you don't have the faith of the folks around you, there's a good chance that you won't have a lot of faith for the people for the country as a whole. So as a result, give it to Kamala Harris, because people in the party really, 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 really wanted Biden to, which to me, so hold on, so let me focus real, right? They really wanted Biden to dip because he's too old, he just can't do anymore. That was the vibe you got from Biden. And maybe in a way, this does rally a lot of the Democrats that were hesitant to vote for Biden. You could argue that Biden, in terms of number of voters, he wouldn't have got as much as Kamala Harris within the party itself. The Democrats who are going to vote Democrat, who are going to vote Democrat no matter what. All right, Biden, because of his health, they weren't too sure, let's say, he could do all 4 years if he was reelected as president again. Could he do another 4 years? All right, Biden's going to vote for Trump because they made him dip. Stop. So, so obviously, when it came to that party alone, the Democrat Party, a lot of that base maybe rally up, but they may rally behind Kamala Harris now in the future because now she's the VP. She has the endorsements. I believe that how it works is that all of the campaign funds that they raised are going to go to Vice President Kamala Harris now in her bid for the presidency. Because if it was going to be, let's say if they got somebody else, they wouldn't be able to get the actual campaign funds. But because she's VP, she can get those campaign funds, okay? 2.3 of the voter base wants him gone because he's old, and they want someone that is old, and the Dems are hundreds of them. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the flip side of things. So what you're saying is possibly true, where, yeah, because he's too old, slow and old, he's unable, he just can't get the confidence in people, and he looks relatively weak. But here's the problem. On the flip side, the Democrats, I think, as a whole, now just look weaker. Because it is the fact that Joe Biden did beat Trump 4 years ago. That's just a fact. This is the guy that already beat Trump 4 years ago. On top of that, even though Donald Trump, as of late, is looking a lot stronger, for damn sure, that's without question, all right? He dodged the bullet. He dodged the bullet. Like shit. By the grace of God, or some folks would say that the devil's luck, Trump dodged the bullet. And that man looked pretty damn strong. Undeniably. But the reality is, though, is that Donald Trump is the one that led, ultimately, what I call the Dollar Tree coup back in 2021. And a lot of folks, rightfully so, disdain what Trump has done. Honestly, recently, you could argue, it's been pretty scary, too, because recently, the Supreme Court decision, I haven't gone through a lot of it, but as far as I understand, and I can understand why they understand this, or why it's seen this way, it makes him feel like he has the ability to do damn near anything he wants to do as president, as long as what he is doing as president is done underneath that umbrella, And so political rivals, because he'd be thrown to prison and stuff like that in the future, if Trump so deemed it to, because he'd be clean. He'd be just good to go. It feels like what they've done with the Supreme Court, I guess you could argue his Supreme Court, is, yo, we have the makings of a king here. A straight up king. So that's scary stuff. It is. Again, I haven't gone through it. This is not my field. My field is entertainment, okay? But that's the way it seems to be. And I can understand why. But in a general sense, we still had the Dollar Tree coup 4 years ago. That's undeniable. So you can argue that even Joe, it's Jover. Even Joe Biden looked weak, and people, for a brief window of time, thought that, hey, Joe Biden can't get the job done, it's Jover. If the Democrats had the backbone to stand behind Joe Biden no matter what, overall, the party would look stronger to the folks in the middle, like myself, because, hey, yo, even though he's not looking the best, we still have confidence in Joe Biden. We have confidence in what he's done as president so far. And on the right side of the aisle, it's pretty clear that they're being like the ones that are very aggressive over the the past 8 years. The right side has been way more aggressive than the left side, for damn sure. Though I'm not gonna forget, back in 2016, the left was aggressive. I mean, actually, you could argue the left was pretty aggressive as a whole for like years. BLM, you're a white male, all that. Oh, woo! Left was crazy aggressive, but the right has been, I would say, way more aggressive over the past, let's say, like 4 to 5 years. I'd argue that easily. It's not even a question. Particularly after mainly after the Dollar Tree coup. After the Dollar Tree coup, shoot, man. Shoot. That's been super. Why am I going song right here? I have no idea. But that's been like really, really aggressive. But the Dems just look weak. The Dems may have all the grace in the world, but if you look weak in doing so, and then you decide to let Joe Biden go through the door, it's over. Because I feel like Joe Biden himself didn't want to actually, I don't think he actually wanted to dip. I think that he wanted to stay. I think that he wanted to continue the race. But if the folks around him are like, no, you have to leave. And even though the Supreme Court did what they did, when I checked like online social media shit, there was still a lot more focus on Joe Biden's gaffes than it was like the Supreme Court decision to give Trump this sort of criminal immunity, like whatever it is exactly. But it's bad, obviously, because if there's any possibility, even though I'm not diving into it headlong, the fact of the matter is that if you can give a president that much power to just do whatever he wants to do, or whatever she can do, and then there's no criminal prosecution for that, so that's scary stuff, man. Because it feels like, if my history's right, it feels like if someone like Nixon had that capability to do that, he would have stayed the president, bro. He wouldn't have actually left the way he did. But there was that, I think, assumption that you wouldn't prosecute and you would have been charged for your crimes. But Trump's like, nah, bro, give me immunity. And they're like, yes, king. Crazy. So, woo, it's tough. It's tough. Biden needs to call their bluff and bleach the student loan servers, and it'd be like legal, lol. It's like the best we offer. Again, the idea, because I'm just giving like the generals of what I understand here. The Democrats, to me, in part, also look weak for not having the backbone and the spine to support Joe Biden through, potentially losing in November, December, potentially losing, right? Because this is the guy that already beat Trump. He already beat him 4 years ago. He's the same dude, same guy. Now, and you can argue, given the court case against Trump, given again Trump insurrection, Trump may not be able to offset all of that because he dodged a bullet. Dodged a bullet, raised fists in the air, looks very powerful. But then does that also happen 4 years ago when the nation almost came to a standstill, pretty much. As bad as the riots were for BLM that folks always come on yapping about, they were like, broken bones to the system. The January situation in 2021, that was like a stroke. It would have been really, really bad if people in Parliament were getting killed by the mob that was created by Trump. And I don't think folks forgot about that. I don't think so, because that was insanity. I mean, in fact, the fact that Trump's old VP, Pence, isn't coming back to run with Trump again, I think is a clear sign that what Trump was doing 4 years ago, 5 years ago, it's not in jive with many conservatives among the party. But he does look strong now because he did dodge that bullet. Just I see a spider right there and I must kill it. Give me a second. And it will not dodge. No, sir. Terminated. Right. Terminated. I don't miss. I don't miss. No, sir. Spider is good. No, he didn't know. He didn't have the Trump weave. He didn't have the he didn't have a San Devastan on. He didn't duck. He didn't duck. But listen, so all I'm trying to say is that as an independent, it does surprise me that they did bounce the way they did bounce Biden. I can understand why, but here's what I thought about, right? There is probably a lot of confidence now among the Trump base and the Republicans that they're going to win. I can understand why, because obviously Kamala is now, Biden dropped, Kamala's in, and you now have to have like a 1, 2, 3 month cycle of pushing the vice president to hundreds of millions of people. I mean, good luck. It's not gonna be easy. And I think even Trump himself is very confident. He's very, very confident. I think, wasn't he like, actually, didn't he say before too, that Kamala's easy, like she's a fool? I think there was like a golf, I think he was like on a golf cart, I think it was, saying something of that sort, where like he was just shitting on Kamala. Look up video, she admitted, I don't know if she admitted, right? I'm just telling you, I'm just focusing on my thoughts at this point in time about what's going on. I'm not trying to deep dive into any political shit right now. No, it's not my field. But, as I will say, okay? Who want Joe running for them, Cole? There's no way we're gonna provide him. It's not about redemption for Biden. It's about, we can't let someone like Trump be the president. It's more like that. I mean, honestly, I guess it depends on how you view Biden's presidency. Again, like, the fact of the matter is that Trump is the guy that led a Dollar Tree coup. You can slice it how, I've seen Republicans kind of slice it in various ways. Like, they slice it, well, it's not really a coup, it's a riot, or it's not really a coup because there weren't people actually charged for insurrection. How you want to slice it, the public perception is that was a damn coup, or an attempted coup. Full stop, all right? Full fucking stop. That was horrific. And then a lot of Republicans just will not concede to that at all, which is like weird as hell. It's like, bro, like, just take the L, because that was horrific, for damn sure. And Trump has not, in terms of the court cases, in terms of not accepting that he did lose in 2020, and him saying that the election was rigged, that he looks like shit. He looks like shit for that. But a lot of that, maybe not all that, but a lot of that was recovered when he dodged the bullet. That's facts. I think that one iframe where he dodged that, shit, it makes him look a lot better. It does. And when he had that fist in the air, bleeding, the imagery is strong. The rhetoric in of itself is still the same. I don't think it's changed. But the imagery is very strong for the Republicans. But the imagery for the freaking Democrats is weak as hell. It's weak. It's just weak. They do not look anywhere near as strong as the Republicans, even though you could argue the onus, they have the right of way. Because this guy, he did beat Donald Trump in 2024. But you got rid of him. You got rid of him, bro. You got rid of him. it's Jover. So, yeah. Trump has some feats. Trump does have some feats. So, trying to rile up chat so we don't shit on his goofy build. My build is clean. All right, listen. I beat Radon in 5 tries, or like 4 tries. My build is clean. I don't hear shit. Okay? People thought I was gonna have like a 9-hour session. Nope. I don't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. Okay? That being said though, so this is very important, obviously. We'll see where things go. Honestly, because I was someone that did vote for Trump in 2016, but I wasn't keen on doing that at all this year, personally speaking. I was actually way more keen on doing Biden this year. Because personally, I actually do think that he had a good presidency. I'll be with you. I think that he had a pretty good presidency. But I guess I was in the minority because, man, people do not like Biden. So, fair enough. It is a country. It is democratically voted. But one thing I remember I was talking about with my family all right? Because none of us agree on, obviously, like, oh, man, like, what my dad thinks and what my aunt thinks, holy shit. Yo, the differences there are crazy. Smoking? No. I'm not smoking. No. Well, yeah, I get some good stuff. What I thought about was, okay, let's say that Trump wins the presidency for 2024. And let's say Trump goes through all 4 years, right? He's everything's fine. Because mind you, Trump is old too. Trump is definitely not a spring chicken, all right? He's old too. He's like 78 or 79 years old. He's old. Trump could be the kind of guy to say, yo, the swamp is still here. I haven't drained the whole swamp yet. I'm gonna need 3 terms. Like, yo, I feel like Trump is the kind of dude that would just say, fuck it. Like, fuck it, bro. Fuck it. Yo. We need to do another round. We need to do another round, bro. And I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it to like its most extreme conclusion there, possibly. But considering the rhetoric of the Republicans for the past 4 years after they have continuously admitted, they've completely circumnavigated, is that even a thing, whatever. They've dodged a lot of responsibility and culpability for what happened in January of 2021. It's like, bro, these guys could definitely, and I think a lot of people would still vote for him if he wanted 3 terms, which is like, what? But the Democrats have failed to have a backbone. It's like, I don't get it. It's like, Joe has all these gaffes and he looks like a fool, but the polls that we see, aren't they like they're like a brief window of time. It's not like the whole picture. It's like Hillary Clinton was ahead of Trump in the polls and she lost. How can the Democrats take what happened there and just superimpose that into now? Biden looks sleepy. He looks old. He needs a nap. He needs maybe a diaper or 2. Like, oh my God, Joey Woey, you look so bad. But it's only for like a brief window in time. And when you go back to his presidency as a whole, you can take what he got us out of Afghanistan. Like, dude, yes. That was, for me, that was a big thing because I remember what happened. And I remember seeing people over the course of decades like, we gotta get out, we gotta get out, we gotta get out, we gotta get out. We got out. And I was like, fucking, oh my God, we can find out. Either way, whole point is this. We'll see what happens with Kamala over the next, few weeks, months. But if you're a Republican, you're like, fuck yeah. Smoking the pack already. Smoking the pack hella early, because the Democrats do look weak as hell. I think, yeah, you have a chance to rally that base. And again, I could be wrong here, but you could rally the Democrats that wouldn't have voted, now they're going to vote. But is that enough to actually offset? Is that enough to actually offset what I think is an image of weakness for the total party at hand? We have to wait and see. Only time can tell. All right? Only time can tell. So you know how he left? Yeah, I'm fully aware of that. And I think it sucks, but it has to be done. Because the alternatives, the quote-unquote alternatives, whenever I hear about them, like, bruh, a lot of them are unrealistic. A lot of them are like built in fantasy. I think that we had to get out no matter what. We did leave people behind, which sucked, but we left, and that was the most important thing. That mattered vastly more. Leaving in of itself mattered vastly more, and we did leave, and that I think is a positive for his career as a president. Again, like I've been impressed. I've been impressed with his presidency of Biden. I haven't, but the image of just being old, and the Republicans' abilities to just hone in on certain key points or certain talking points and just stick to that. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, they don't miss a beat. They don't miss a beat, man. Republicans are. It's like you have the strength build of the Republicans, pure strength, versus the versatility build of the Democrats. They don't have the strong jaw. They don't have the fucking pectorals. They don't have the physique. They don't have the rippling muscles. They're not Muirs. They're not. But in most situations, they're probably better suited. You can argue that. That's why I can't see it. So, yeah, for more Elden Ring terms, okay? So, because we have to play Elden Ring right now. But either way, this is... Listen, I would say right now, going into November, I would say Trump wins. But Kamala has a chance to where, hey, listen, stronger than she thought, mentally, maybe, by the way, see. She can rally more people than you would think, mentally. Now that she's also much, much younger than both Biden and Trump, and that could be a big thing there too, where she's not, where she's capable, very likely to actually be able to do her term without having any problems. Like in 2 years, Trump turns like 80 or 81. What happens to Trump then, mentally? Who the hell knows? The Democrats that weren't gonna vote for Biden may now be willing to vote for Trump. I mean, for Kamala. So hey, we'll just see. We'll just see. We'll just see. We'll just see. So. Want to get some quick thoughts out there because this is very important. It is undeniably very important. Politically, where you stand, it's up to you. If honestly, I'll be with you. Like, if Joe Biden had stayed, I'm also going to vote for Joe Biden. But now we'll see where things go. Kamala, actually, I don't know if has Obama actually co-signed Kamala yet, because I don't think he has. I think he did have something for Biden, but let me see my boy Barack. What's the count again? You know what? Fuck it, let me know. No, okay, yeah, because I don't think this is count. No, okay, maybe it is. No, I don't think so. I don't actually follow his Twitter account, so I don't know. I don't get like some random motherfucker, bro. Okay. Either way, Elden Ring time.